Today is Robin the Voice Noble's birthday. I've been waiting for this all week. Anyway, I'm going to sing happy birthday. Yeah. Yes, I am. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Robin. Happy birthday, yes, 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 to you.
I gotta fire that frickin' donkey. Anyway, hello everybody. Thank you for coming. As you can see, we got an all-star cast here. 29th of June. Yes, it's the voice Robin Noble's birthday today. As said, she's 21. I hope she lives to 121. But the way he worded it was like she was 121. I hope she does it again. Anyway, I'm just kidding. Anyway, thank you everybody for being here. As you can see, we got Mr. Mana, Robin, me and Chris, as usual. Couple things so that I'm going to do some obvious things. Captain Obvious, the site is down, okay? The company knows. They're working on it. They were doing some switchover, working with AWS, which is the one that runs the data for us for right now. And it could be down a couple days. Not a big deal. It's going to come back bigger, brighter, and faster and stronger. So, but we were told the last few days when Ash came on that there'll be things moving and shaking. Don't panic. He was on last night. We had a good time. In fact, he talked about positive mind and who you surround yourself with. And that's very important. I learned that a long time ago when I first started working, 16, 17. You feel better, you work better, everything's better when you hang around people that are positive. If you hang around people that are negative, for one thing, the problem people have, I did too when I was younger, not now, because I realized it was a mistake. You can't change people. There's been negative people from day one. Day one. They just live on a dark side. Everything's doom and gloom. And if you're happy, there must be something wrong. Let me fix you. And, it's just let it go. I know some people try to go, I'm going to go talk to them. They're going to change their mind. No, they're not. In fact, don't waste your time because they will suck the energy out of you. Okay? So anyway, this Soha lady, it's probably not even a lady, is writing. Just let me know what YouTube channel she's in, everybody, because you can see it better than I can. Anyway, she's a fake. They don't come up with their real name because they're afraid. Anyway, so moving forward, as you know, we've been doing Shine the Light. And what that means is it doesn't mean telling somebody something. It means we're given the opportunity for you to say what you feel, what you want to do. It's not like giving you a script. It's like when you come on, tell us a little about yourself. When you came in, who shared it with you? What you love doing? What are your passions? That's the kind of stuff. And I love it that now it's a lot of people doing it. Collins and the OTech Pro guys, they're doing it. They do it on Saturday. They do it, all the time. It's perfect. And people are coming on. At 12 o'clock, which is in about 2 hours, a little less, we're going to be doing Shine the Light with some new people. It should be a lot of fun. So, but we're going to record it. No, wait a minute. We could do that live. But either way, it will be on YouTube channel. Okay, it will be on YouTube channel. We'll probably record it because you can edit it and all that. So anyway, I'm going to turn it over to Chris Johnson I'm going to turn it over to Collins. Collins the other day, about a week ago. No, forget it. I'm lying to you. One day, because I can't remember what day it is, where we're at, because you're always doing something on Passive. A week ago or more, he did a version of the journey, his way of the journey, how it looked and how things went, and he did a perfect job. So I'd love him to do that again. And before I turn it over to him, I want to tell everybody, we're in very good hands, okay? Don't get all anxious. Don't get whatever. This is a massive company. Massive. Nothing happens with a light switch. Click, it's over. No, it doesn't work that way. And by the way, anything you're hearing or seeing and what people think, it happened to all the big boys, all of them. They went through some stuff. They shifted stuff. They changed things on the run. That's what you do. You're adjusting as you go. And by the way, there was negative people beating them down the whole time. Probably the cousins and uncles of the people that do it now. Probably hereditary. I'm not sure. But they had the same crap. Go look it up. Go look at some of the crap they went through. It's horrible. But the strong survive. And we know we're strong because we're still here. 6 years now. Onpassive has been going 6 years. Anyway, now I'm going to turn it over to Collins Man and let him tear it up.
Thank you, Marty. Thank you, Chris, for inviting me again. And just want to greet Robin. You know, this platform is always great when you are with, you know, top Onpassivian like this. You know, they always say the truth. They don't sugarcoat it. They always tell you the truth because Onpassive is too big and too good to be true. So there is no need adding more on it. You know, so even the little we know, people still don't believe it. But today we want to talk, normally I want to talk about my journey in Onpassive or the journey of Onpassive from founder's perspective. We all join Onpassive in different time, different hour, different seconds. And there is no way you can say you don't have a story to talk about Onpassive. There is no way you can say you never see anything or there was nothing. But let me look at when from the story I've heard from those who joined before, like Peter Rogers, you know, Marty Digamo is here. Some of them came early before us, like 2018, 2019. You know, Robin is here. I think all of them, they came before us. But from what Peter Rogers always tells us the story from 2018, maybe 10,000 of them or less or more. He said there was nothing. That's what Peter Rogers told us. There was nothing. It was just an audio. I think Marty has that audio, you know, recorded by one man called Mr. Ash, someone who wants to share his vision about what he wants to do for mankind. So they listen to this by faith. They all jump in. At that time, maybe he started way before 2018. He started the dream, the vision, what he wants to do. Let's remember that Ash is a philanthropist, someone who always go out and do good. He said, okay, how can I do it massively? How can I impact, you know, life of people, those who are not, those who are around me and those who are far beyond my reach? How can I impact them? So, all right, I want to embark on this journey of Onpassive. At that time, Peter Rogers said there was no name. I think Marty Digamo said they bought the domain 2018, 2 days or 3 days before. You know, it was there. But everything was done manually. You call and you say, all right, I'm happy, because just listening to what Ms. Ash said, all of them, it was just like magnet, just bringing people in. And he said, now we cannot do this manually. Let's automate the site. You know, then came the arrival of what? Of GoFounder, the site. You know, 2019, I think it was 2019. Marty will correct me if I'm mistaken. 2019 GoFounder, because I joined when there was GoFounder. You know, people started coming in, you know, joining. The GoFounder platform was a really good platform. Built, I think they built it at that time. They had a little office that they bought from where, I think Calcutta, they moved to Bangalore. So they come to Bangalore now, and it was still there building this. They built this website. You know, the website we call GoFounder, and it was really great, bringing a lot. It was just a website where the founders, the system can bring founders. You can pay your founding position, and we know they've already given us that. We cannot even count that, but it was just a way to bring people who are interested in Onpassive. Now, moving from GoFounder, we started hearing about, when I joined 2020, we started hearing about what? Semi-launch is coming, semi-launch is coming, semi-launch is coming. You know, a lot of people were so happy, thinking like, wow, something is happening. And then the website, we have the website. When I joined, there was the Onpassive website. There was nothing there. You know, it's like completely nothing. It was just what Ms. Ash's dream is. We had the internet marketing side, but when you look at it detailedly, you know that it is way beyond the internet marketing product. The product that is actually to launch, which Marty always said they never ever launched. That one never, they didn't even launch it. But if you look beyond that, you know that this man has a bigger dream than the internet marketing. Now we heard about semi-launch. What happened? He said, there is something that is coming that will blow your mind. This gives rise to what? To O-Founder, the O-Founder side. This is the journey, O-Founder side. What did we saw on O-Founder side? Because Go-Founder couldn't handle the minimum value product and the customer base at large, because it's a lightweight. It's good, but it's lightweight to handle the products and the founding member. Mr. Ashford had to embark on building a bigger site, a site that can handle this, called O-Founders. We saw the minimum value product. So when they were talking about semi-launch, it was about launching of the minimum value product, a baseline product where they can build on what we are seeing today. That is the journey I'm saying. So if you are in Onpassive and you miss this journey, that's why we always said, if you miss the journey, you miss the joy. You know, a company, a startup company, building everything gradually from scratch, you know, building from one stage to the other, from Go-Founders to O-Founders with minimum value product. At that time, we saw O-Net, O-Network. It wasn't O-Net, we see it was O-Network. We have O-Dex, we have the O-Trim wasn't there, O-Dex, O-Mail was there. And, you know, they had the features that Mr. Mufareh want to build on it. Was it workable? Yes, but it was just a baseline, the launching of that. At that time, Mr. Mufareh launched was it O-Staff? Yes, the launch of O-Staff. Then what happened? We start to hear about, I will take you to the top, where your ears will pop. All of us were like, what is Mr. Mufareh talking about? He said, I want to take you to the top. This gave rise to what? The launching of what? Burj Khalifa, marketing campaign, branding started. All of us were like, wow. He said, this is it. And if you look at it, the tallest building in the world, we saw Onpassive having 2 floors there. And that is when the marketing campaign, and this, Mr. Mufareh was doing the branding. It was in preparation of what? Of the launching of the market value product. You know, the market value product. So it was giving rise to that, because at that time, we saw the branding. But before we even talk about going to the top, what happened? We saw the movement of the offices. The office from Bangalore to where? To Hyderabad. Mr. Mufareh started preparing about the office, where we saw the tech team. The first time we saw the tech team in Hyderabad, the movement of that office, beautiful office. So it just tells us about the transition, how a company, a startup company, can start to develop products, building everything, putting all the human resource together, bringing everything together in one place with marketing and stuff like that before the launching. Branding started everywhere. You know, building, Mr. said, no, we are not going to stop there, because we need to move on. Now we are in O-Founder. This gives rise to what? To the launching of what? The OES. We are now all in OES, a single sign-on platform where you can meet multiple products with what? The big value product. We call it market value. Now we have what? O-Connect is in there. We have O-Trim, which they are all workable and market usable products, live products. And I believe hundreds of users and customers are using that product as we speak for their businesses. If you go in details, you'll see people who are using O-Trim to enhance their own business. It is for free. O-Mail is for free. O-Net is for free. So it gives rise to all of those stuff and product and processes. If you look at the journey, wherever you come from, that is the journey. Wherever you started, when the founding member position shut down 2 years ago, we are still in. And if you are still doubting as a founder, given the fact that you have this journey and you enter when you didn't see anything, why should you be doubting? We Marty talk about 6 years, and it is true, Onpassive has been 6 years. Any other company without bringing revenue in will shut down. Paying money for AWS, we know how costly it is to hosting right, to host some of the data in AWS is costly. and people still doubt, they follow negativity instead to follow the good platform to watch. With the journey that you come in, you still lost sight, because sometimes when you move forward, you forget where you have started. If you don't know where you are coming from, you will never know where you are going. The beauty about this is good, because we started the journey. We came in, we saw things from nothing, and now there is every evidence for us to believe and trust Mr. Mufareh, and trust the journey and trust the business. You know, sometimes our anxiety always brings us down. But what is happening now, Onpassive is transforming massively, whether we like it or not. Whether we cry or we want to stay back, Onpassive is not staying back, because this overview of the journey from where we started and where we are now, there is every reason for you to be happy. You know, there is every reason. So if you are still doubting, you are just like someone who goes into an exam with the intention that he will fail. Whether we like it or not, Mr. Mufareh said, we will only fix it, and it can only get better. The only thing is we need to hang in there, stay put, enjoy the ride, because we know we are not paying any extra dime. You know, we are just ready, and things is rounding up very, very fast. So, Marty Digamo, I'll give it over to you.
Absolutely. Chris, we're going to you now, buddy. Very good, Collins. That's what I wanted to hear. Very, very good. You know, people just think things happen really quick, and they just don't. In fact, where Onpassive is now is very quick. I want you to go look up something. This is easy. How long did it take the top dogs right now to get to a unicorn company? 6, 10, 15, 20 years, 98 years, no joke. Nobody did it in one day. And that was what we were on before the merchant deal. So, yeah, trust me, we were big stuff happening in hours. Go ahead, Chris.
Wow, I have to follow that. Come on. First of all, let me say happy birthday to my beautiful sister, Robin, and also a brother that has gone home, Tim Dillon. Today is his birthday, too. Happy birthday in heaven, Tim. Collins Manna, always a wonderful thing when you come on here. Same with you, Robin Noble. And as you're talking and I'm listening to this stuff that I have in my head, it's always a good reminder to let people know where we are, where we came from. And I got 2 words I'm going to say, and it's not what you think it is. It's I believe. I believe when I see people like Collins Manna and Robin Noble, Marty DeGarmo come on here and talk about a beautiful company. I believe when I see our name lit up all over Dubai and other countries. I believe when Ash Mufareh takes time out to come on and be transparent of what's going on. I believe. It's my first favorite 2 words today. I believe in God Almighty. I believe that God has led me on this journey. He brought it into my life. I believe in what Ash Mufareh believes in, his vision. Everything that I see about Ash Mufareh is it's awesome, literally awesome. I believe when Ash Mufareh comes out of the blue and tells us something that's going on, to inform everyone. And by the way, Marty had spent up all night putting that on his YouTube to watch what he says. I believe when I see the world is in turmoil and troubles and people are starving and dying and for no reason, I believe in Onpassive. I believe it'll help change many lives. I believe in this company so much that I've dedicated my life to doing this on a daily basis. That's how much I believe in it. I know all of you are the same. And yeah, we get some negative people on here. Ignore them. Ash Mufareh has taught us ignore people that slow you down, that drag you down. I believe Ash Mufareh has filled us full of good, love, passion, compassion. And I can't say anything or see any reason why someone would knock him down. I believe in Ash Mufareh. I know Collins, Marty, Robin, everyone else that I know, they believe in Ash Mufareh. Do things always work out perfectly? No. In any company, in any family, there's always something that might go astray. Luckily, we have, I believe, in the man Mufareh, who's taking control and looking at things and moving things around. And that's why I believe in him. He doesn't let it go unnoticed about if something is happening. He informs us, if not himself, but he informs us so we can talk about it. I believe every single day that we get out here to talk to people about, listen, it's a change. Check it out. If you don't want to check it out, it's okay. But I believe, I could say this all day long. I absolutely adore and love Onpassive and Mufareh and what they've done for me. I know there's 1,400,000 people that feel the same way, because they're saying also, I believe. And this is what keeps us doing what we're doing. The things that Mufareh has coming our way will truly change all of our lives and the world. We haven't even touched on the things that we're going to do in the future. Everyone that's out there now, that's on here now, I know that you believe, and I keep my faith up every single day, knowing that what he is doing for all of us, what he's going through for all of us, is the greatest thing in the world. And I believe that with my complete heart. That's all I got. I believe, because it's the right and greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. No company has ever done this. Companies in the future will follow his lead. And I believe. Robin Noble, back to you.
Oh dear, I have to follow that. I have to follow Collins this time. Absolutely amazing. Gentlemen, this is a very, very special day. First of all, I'd like to say thank you so much for all the beautiful birthday wishes and messages I've received. Chris taught me a new version of something that my family has done ever since I can remember. At the end of singing Happy Birthday, we would end it with, and many more. Well, Chris sang to me his version of it, and at the end of the Happy Birthday, he ended it with, you're getting old. So, you know, I feel really special. I do feel like Chris is a brother that I never had. And the teasing at this age, young age, that I'm getting from him still makes me older than him, but he's the younger bratty brother. So, you know, part of the family here. But I really seriously would like to say thank you to everybody who has sent me private messages for birthdays, for the birthday today, wishing me good luck, keeping me in your prayers with regards to my health. I am so blessed, and that is my mantra for today. It's my mantra all the time, but especially today. So, you know, thank you so much. They've come from all of you, from all around the world, and thank you. I'm also blessed to be in Onpassive. I'm also thrilled to be Onpassive. Collins, your description of the journey of Onpassive, absolutely fantastic. And yes, I did join at the end of 2018. So I was very quiet. I spoke to a lot of people quietly. I did not go very public at the time, but I also knew from the first moment that I heard Ash, I believed, just like Chris said, and I knew that we had something special here. You know, many of you know that my career at sea was one of my great passions in life. And a lot of what I see in Onpassive, a lot of things, sometimes even in my general life, I relate to the cruise industry or my times on the ships. And one of the things is ships don't sink because of the water around them. Ships sink because of the water that gets into them. So let's take this analogy out into the world of what we do and how we live. Don't let what is happening around us get inside us and weigh us down. I know it's hard when things are tough. I know it's hard when we're bombarded through media, social media, the regular traditional radios, TVs, and printed matter, that things are not going well. They're not. But we cannot stay in that sadness, negativity. I still have hope that there can and will be a better world. And I know that Onpassive is part of that forward movement to make that happen. You know, 6 years. Are we still the same person that we were back then when we joined Onpassive? I have changed. I have maybe improved a bit. I have opened up. A lot of my old joys have come back to me because I have allowed myself to get more involved with Onpassive. Sitting along the sidelines and watching and growing with Onpassive is wonderful as well, but also taking the opportunity to meet with people, talk to people, to step out of one's fear and one's boxed in lifestyle is what I have done. That's me and how I've tried to use this. So the question is, did we move and change and grow within these past years? Or did we stay stuck in where we were? Because that's also going to influence on how we think about Onpassive, how we think about the world. And I think we need to be very aware of our thoughts, because what we think does come into being in our own lives and what we then create around us. So I think that's something that maybe we can work on together and separately, but just remember that only we can make some of these changes. But there are so many people out there, if you ask for help, on different levels, including support, love, caring, and prayers, who are out there and who will respond very, very quickly. You can't change people, so don't drive yourself crazy trying to. Instead, how about changing the way we deal with situations and other people, or just stay away from them? Sometimes the easiest and yet the hardest thing to do is to take a step away from somebody who is causing stress, negativity, sadness, or other in one's life. Again, remember, we have choices. We're not a tree. We don't stay in one place. We can move. So if we choose to stay where we are, whether it's, especially if it's not the most supportive, productive, caring, loving environment, you can make those choices. They may not be easy choices to make, but you can make them. And that's what our whole life is about. That's what Onpassive is about. You have a choice about how active, how involved you want to be in Onpassive. And I would think that right now is probably one of the most exciting times to be aware of what's happening, to learn about the products through the various webinars and live information sessions that are going on with the different wonderful people who are knowledgeable, either the OTech pros as an example, because they actually work and live in the industry. Their understanding of what's going on, to me, helps to flesh out what I've learned through Onpassive in and of itself. The products that are coming, yes, some of them are already out there, but we have seen the growth and the development of a product, for instance, OConnect. We saw it at its baby stage. We saw how it then had to be upgraded and implemented and changed and shifted and stabilized and then added to. But that's what happens in life. You know, we're constantly changing. We're constantly reinventing ourselves and reinventing what we want out of life. So consider all of these, quote, growing pains as a necessity to come out with the most beautiful, most amazing, most helpful, most useful, most value-oriented products and company from the heart. I am very blessed to be part of all of this. And I believe that it is love that will overcome the world's situations. And I believe that it is love that will unite humanity. Look at the people that we are able to connect with through OConnect, through Onpassive. I've been able to go back out into the world that I loved so much through my career at sea, meeting people around the world. And I've been able to do that through Onpassive. Some people are happy to stay with what they know and where they are. And that's equally as all right. That's equally as beautiful and wonderful. But remember, there is a beautiful, beautiful world out there. And just because things are happening that we don't understand, let it be. Flow love through your heart to everybody, to every aspect of the world. They desperately need it now. And that's what we can do. We can continue to hold Onpassive in love, and Ash and the family in prayers and love. Just keep flowing it. The good is rising to the top, and things are going to improve. Thank you, everybody, for being with me today to celebrate my birthday. I'll be popping in at different places. A very, very special day for me, and I'm so grateful to be here with my friends, Collins, Chris, Marty. Thank you. You guys have been very special to me, and to everybody who's joined. Again, birthday wishes and prayers. Thank you so much.
Fantastic, Robin, and everybody. This was a fantastic show. I'm really psyched over it. I thought it would be, and it was. Another thing I want to tell you: the video that was put out last night. Ash popped on to Ron, and he gave some pointers. He also he explained to everyone what drives him about Onpassive, not to drive to make it, but what drives him about Onpassive. And it was seeing people become their full selves. I've talked about this for years. I'm so glad he brought it up because I know that's what he cares about. To look and see people that have grown from, listen, Onpassive is only a platform that you feel comfortable becoming who you are. The company doesn't make that happen, but it gives you the opportunity so it can happen. And he said he loves that part of the business. He loves knowing that he can come out and say a few things, and he's got an army of people that go out and tell the truth the best of their ability and keep this thing moving, because you're only as strong as the next link. And I believe there's no stronger links than people on Onpassive. I'm not kidding. I've never seen anything like it at 64 years old. That's what I love about Onpassive. But there's something very important. First thing you got to do is get rid of I can't. Don't put that in your sentence. When I left school, high school, I was most likely to work on the back of a trash truck, okay, if I was lucky. But I moved and I decided by listening to people that understood business said, every day or as often as possible, do something that makes you feel uncomfortable. Push yourself beyond what you're comfortable with. Because every day you do that, you grow and you will find out who you are, because you'll be who you are if you do that. Just, oh, I can't talk in front of people. Oh, I don't want to put my camera on. Oh, I'm afraid. Trust me, the Marty that was 16 years old is not the same as the Marty is now. I do it. I push myself. The first time I was in a big corporate meeting, everybody's taking all these notes. I loved what I did, like Onpassive, so I didn't need to take notes. But my knees were knocking like you wouldn't believe. It was not good. But I walked in and go to the head of the table, a bunch of people there, a bunch of suits, big money. And all of a sudden that Marty that was in Welcome Back College class is starting to surface in my head. And I said, sit down. And I looked up and I focused on one guy, and I looked at him and I said, he's no better than I am. And I gave a speech. They were pretty happy with it. I was still working there 20 years later. But the point is, do that. Push yourself a little bit. Don't worry about falling. And by the way, if you don't fall and fail, you're not doing anything. Sorry. Nobody does something and it's perfect. Ash trips and falls. He gets up. Einstein tripped and fell. He got up. The most successful people, it wasn't just a magic wand. The most successful people kept getting up. That's what the difference is. And you are those people. You know, you say you're worried about what family says and this person said, let it go. They're not telling you what you need to hear. You know what the truth is, and they're coming anyway. But push yourself. You're nervous about if you go, man, I'd like to do that, but I can't. Do it. I'm not telling you to do something you don't want to do. That's crazy. But if there's something there you go, man, I wish I could do it. You can. Don't wish. Do it. I see people doing lives every day. They're not comfortable. I can tell. But do it, man. Push yourself. Because the stronger the people, the stronger the company. It's not the opposite. Regular companies, you give them what you can. They pay you just enough to survive, and they get rid of you if they don't need you. When they're done with you, they're done with you. You're just a number. And Onpassive, you matter. We all matter, really. Anyway, thank you very much. I'm going to go back around and see if anybody has anything. Collins, let me go to you real quick.
Yeah, thank you, Marty. I just want to, agree with what you said. And Robin, really fantastic recap as well. It was really good. But one of the things I wanted to say here is, it's just about we believing in what we have seen, where we come from and where we are going. This, I'm just pushing this to founding member affiliate because you are the early bird. You came, you saw everything. When you start to dwell on negativity, it means you are not sure of where you are. It means you don't even believe in the company. And when you're going to those negative sides, the website you go, the YouTube channel, ask yourself, is that their real name? Because if you as well making the YouTube channel and your name or your face cannot appear, it means you don't even believe in what you are saying. If you want to criticize somebody, come with your real self, your real name. I want to talk to real person, real name, real face. So if you are going to ask yourself, who am I really talking to? The name is not real, the face is not real, and you are there listening to all this. Sometimes you doubt your own self, doubt your own ability to believe. You've grown enough to make your own decision, to know what is right and what is wrong, who is telling the truth, who is telling lies. If you don't believe in Onpassive, why are you in? And sometimes when you go to a platform, like for instance, you come here, you throw negative comment. Why are you even coming here? Because I will never come to your side, your space, because it doesn't matter to me what you are saying. It will not change anything. Mr. Mufareh is moving with the company, whether we like it or not. He doesn't even need us, the founders. He can go alone and become the world richest man. If we are here, it's because he opens the company for us to come and change the world together with him. But if you are not happy, there is no need being in. So it is a blessing for you to be part of Onpassive, a big gift. So we should shun our eyes, our heart from negativity. Let us stay the course. Let us believe in it because we have seen it this far. We have come really far for us to turn and listen to what someone will come somewhere and tell you it is not right. The person is not even in. You are not in the kitchen. How can you determine something if you are not in? You can only speak when you are in. And if you are in, you can't see it, then there is no way we can help you because you have refused to see it. So, Marty, I just want to throw that out there for us to stay positive and for us, stay the course because it is real and it is coming.
Well, I would do cheers for you, but we don't have that. Very good. Thank you very much. Robin or Chris, do you have anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Real quick. Don't just cut me off, DeGarmo.
I was going to mess with you, but
yeah, I know, but that's what we do. I do want to say this one more thing. We have 1,400,000 original founders of all over the world, different cultures, colors, religions, genders. And what we all do is we sit down and we all pray for each other. And that's why I believe no one has really accomplished this. And we're just starting out. And I can't wait to meet the rest of the world and able to pray for everyone in this world. And that's why I believe. Robin Noble, back to you. Oh, wait. Red's coming on at 11. I almost forgot. Robin and Collins, I think, in Comfort are doing another show today at 4. Guys that are on here that are coming on the panel today, try to show up at 9:45. Don't panic. We're going to do a restream. We'll get you through it. And anyone else that's doing a webinar somewhere out there, I believe. God bless you all. Robin, it's all yours, birthday chick.
Thanks, Chris. Yeah, the love and respect is so wonderful from, yes, my adopted brothers. Again, just thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Thank you for the prayers to help me through the health challenges that still need some more help in that regard. And for being in Onpassive, for being the amazing people that you are in Onpassive. All of us have access to the same information. We're all experts in Onpassive by now. We all should be able to talk as freely from the heart as these 3 gentlemen have done so beautifully this morning. When you know your product, when you're passionate about what you know and you believe, it's not difficult to talk and to share that passion with other people. So little bit from what I've picked up from everybody this morning, and I said this a few months back when I was talking with somebody else and we did a live about it. Please change the I can't or I cannot to adding yet at the end of your sentence. I cannot do this. Please change that to I cannot do this yet, because yet leaves it an open-ended opportunity that you will be able to do this or anything else that you put that to. Please don't forget that little word yet. It's very, very powerful, and it opens and allows possibility in. And the other thing is, just to leave on this note from my side, is that love, truly unconditional love, without criticism, without attack, without ulterior motive or an additional agenda, but truly unconditional love will unite humanity. We are from all around the world. It is a beautiful world out there. The people are amazing. Let's try and stay with the hearts of the people that we've connected with through Onpassive and extend that into the rest of the world, because it's magnificent and we all have that ability. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, guys. It's been beautiful and wonderful being with you today. What a lovely way to start celebrations. Thank you.
Fantastic. It's a wrap. See everybody. There's something going on all day, all tomorrow and everything. So